So I thought I would keep a video journal. I'm usually good at talking through stuff if I hear myself out loud. And yesterday I was diagnosed by the eye doctor with sarcoidosis. I had no idea what it meant. I actually went to the doctor to get some new glasses and contact prescription on March 30th. And after that appointment, I noticed I had a lot more floaters in my eye. I had never noticed them in my right eye before. I had them in my left eye, but very few. And over the course of from March 30th until yesterday, which was May 21st, 2013, they progressively got worse. It was almost like having black pepper. Every time I move my eye, everything floats. It's like a delayed reaction. And I was also seeing rings in my eye. And so I went back to where I got my glasses, and that obstetrician is an OBGYN. Optometrist, that's it, optometrist. She had said she could probably dilate my eyes, but if she found anything, she would probably refer me, and she would refer me to an ophthalmologist anyway. So she called for me and got me in yesterday. At 2:30 I was there. He did a whole bunch of tests with the microscope to my eye, numbing drops. He put on a what he said a contact lens, but it wasn't your traditional little lens to help you see. It was a lens to help him see. And then he dilated my eyes, which I think are normal now, but he dilated them, and I waited about an hour and 15 minutes, and then he came back in. I was the last patient in the office. It was 5:30, and for an hour he continued to examine me. And at the end of it, he said, "You're a very interesting case." And I kind of laugh when doctors say that, because doctors are doctors. Of course they think you're interesting. But he said, "I'm 35. Although I'm white, he thinks I have sarcoidosis," and he proceeded to call a specialist, neuro-ophthalmologist, and also a retina specialist who specializes in inflammatory diseases of the eye. So I'm going to see her on Friday. I'm actually going to call her office to see if I can get in before then. But it all makes just so much sense. I was having some intestinal issues that I was bleeding, and they didn't know why. And so I went in twice to the hospital in 2005 and 2006. In 2006, they took out my gallbladder. I think my poor gallbladder was just a scapegoat. It wasn't working anyway, which was fine. But it was a scapegoat because they couldn't find anything wrong with me. And then in 2008, I went into the hospital again with the same issues. So intestinal issues. I also have been having some joint pain. And as it turns out, last month in my blood work, I don't know if you could read it, but it says my C-reactive protein is elevated, which is a marker of inflammation. So I've got inflammation and joint pain, and it's actually been really bad lately, and that's why I went to see my primary care. And she had said to me, "I just can't connect the dots." And the doctor last night had asked me for an extensive history, and he connected the dots. So I'm so thankful he was able to do that. So this morning I called the rheumatologist she asked me to go see, and I've got an appointment in 2 weeks to see her, but I'm waitlisted for an opening if it comes sooner. Luckily right now I'm unemployed because the ophthalmologist said that this is going to keep me busy for a while between testing and what sarcoidosis, I have to keep looking at it to pronounce it right, does apparently is he said to think of it as a germ, and even though it's not contagious or anything, it presents itself in different ways in the body. So I had the intestinal issues, I've had joint issues, I now have the eye issue. I've got a dry cough, and you can tell in my voice a little bit, but it's just that. So I'm probably going to have to go get a chest x-ray, because that's the first place, I guess, the disease manifests itself. And there's what's called granulosa something. Little pockets of granules that form. They don't know what causes it. They think it might be an air allergen that causes it. They don't know. So I have to go probably get a chest x-ray immediately. As soon as I call my doctor, she's going to freak out because she couldn't put the dots together. And the eye doctor said it's probably because I'm white. I guess in my reading, the numbers I came up with over and over and over again while researching it was that only 5 in every 100,000 white Americans has it, and 45 in every 100,000 black Americans have it, African American. So they predominantly think of it as African American disease, though my eye doctor said he saw it manifest itself in only one white person in his 25 years as a doctor, and it was while he was a resident. So I don't know how I feel about it yet. I guess I have to wait and see. It's always scary, obviously, when they tell you you have something and you are not familiar with it. If I had cancer, my mom had it, it would make sense, which is what we thought my stomach issues were for a really long time. And luckily they're not. And so sarcoidosis is highly treatable, which is good. I'm not looking forward to it because I lost 35 pounds over 2 years, and they're saying I have to probably take steroids, which sucks, because I know they make you gain weight. My best friend was on steroids for her MS for a while and made her gain weight, and it's hard to take off. So we'll see where I am, but I know I need to take it one day at a time. I need to figure out what other areas of my body have been affected, but it's scary, and so I wanted to document this today, and I'll document it throughout the course of my treatment as well. So thanks for listening. Bye.